Hey dolls. Okay, so first off, excuse my face. I took off some of my makeup already because this is more of a vlog type video. It's not really a video. Update on my mom. A lot of you have been asking for updates and stuff, and she just went in today. Today is Thursday. Let me check the calendar real quick. June 12th, I believe. Thursday, June, yes, 12th. As you guys know, or as you guys probably know, my mom went in for breast cancer surgery on the 5th of June, and she went in for her kind of 1 week follow-up appointment to where they could take out the remaining of the stitches and stuff today. And while they did the breast surgery, the doctor actually took 3 samples from the lymph nodes to see if the cancer had traveled. And what are you doing back there? And we got kind of the results back from that. And the cancer has traveled. It is in the lymph nodes. It's called metastatic. I have this screenshot on my phone, and before I even talk any more about the cancer and everything, just know that I am 1,000,000% new to everything as far as the treatments and the terms and everything like that. So if I mispronunciate something or if I say the wrong term for something else, please don't criticize like I don't know what I'm talking about. The fact is I don't know what I'm talking about because it's fairly new to me. But I'm just making this whole video like from my heart like I do all my other videos, only it's not as hard as you would think for me. Most of you know, if you don't already, my dad passed away when I was 12. And a lot of you ask how or why or when or where. I was 12 and he was away on a business trip out of town, and it was a sudden heart attack. No warning, no notification, no anything. So it was just abrupt. And I specifically remember the very last words I said to him over the phone were, "I miss you, Daddy, and I can't wait to see you when you get home." Those were the very last words I said to my dad before he passed away. My dad was my best friend in the whole entire world. He meant everything to me. He was my best friend. Like, I remember just like sitting in the shop watching him work on cars just because I wanted to be around him. You know, I remember kicking a soccer ball back and forth or flying kites when it was windy, or, you know, going fishing, or just all these like random things because I just enjoyed being with him, you know, as my dad and everything. And my dad hadn't had a son. I do have a brother, but he has a different father. My brother and my sister both have separate fathers, or a separate father than me. My brother and my sister have the same father, but my dad only had girls. He had a girl before he got together with my mom, with another lady, and then he had me. So I guess me wanting to hang around and watch him work on cars or help him with the tools, or, you know, us going camping and him teaching me how to do all these guy things, it was kind of like I was a total tomboy growing up, and, you know, he kind of raised me as more of a son, I want to say. But it was awesome because I enjoyed doing all those things. And to this day, I still enjoy like watching my boyfriend work on his cars and, you know, helping out as best as I can and trying to just remember those little things that my dad taught me growing up. Anyway, my dad was my best friend in the world. And to be 1,000,000% honest with you guys, I have not cried about my mom at all. Since we first found the lump in her breast, since this whole thing has been going on. I haven't cried once. And I know a lot of people say, well, that's ridiculous. It's your mother. How can you not cry? The thing is I feel like I've already been here before, and losing my dad was the worst heartbreak, gut-wrenching experience I've ever had in my whole entire life. So I'm familiar with the feeling. And with that happening, and me overcoming that, it's made me all the more strong. And, you know, people have asked, you know, like I said, why are you not crying? Why are you not emotional? Why are you not upset? My mom needs someone to be there for her. She doesn't want someone to be there. She hasn't, like, said this or anything, but I know. She doesn't need someone to be there that's emotional and crying and can't be, you know, stability for her. She needs someone who can stay strong, can help her through it, can encourage her, and not be emotional, at least not in front of her face. I mean, if I do get emotional or something about it, I will come to my room and I will take some time to myself to reflect, but I haven't done that yet. So we have to see 2 separate doctors, one for the chemo and one for the radiation, I believe. Again, sorry if I'm totally saying all these terms wrong and stuff, but we have to go through 2 separate doctors, and we'll see where we go from here. But I don't want to cry. I honestly don't feel like crying. I'm just, you know, I was talking to my friend Tanya, and I told her I'm not crying now because when and if it happens, I can cry when she's gone. Right now, I need to stay strong and be there for her. And as I mentioned in a video before, my last update video, she shouldn't remember her last moments, or I shouldn't remember our last moments sad and upset and worrying and wondering and confused and, you know, just shooken up. We should, that's kind of why we went ahead and went through with our Nevada trip, because it gave us time to kind of just bond and be happy, you know, just like forget about this stupid cancer. Let's just have some fun. And that's kind of where we're at now, you know. Yes, I'm upset, but I'm not broken down, if that makes sense. I'm not broken down to the point where I can't handle this. I have to step up a lot. And the thing is the more I step up, not only am I making my mom proud of me, but I'm making my dad proud of me for stepping up. And God works in mysterious ways. I got teased and harassed even by, you know, students, teachers, friends, family, saying I would never make anything of my life because I didn't plan on going to college. I don't go to college. I haven't gone to college. I'm 21 years old, and I still live with my mom. I don't plan on going to college. I don't plan on moving away. And I think, actually I know that the whole reason behind that was because God had a plan. He said, no, Amanda, you're going to stay put right where you're at because you need to be at home with your mom. You need to be the one to step up and help her go through all this. And do I regret not going to school? Not at all. Not at all. I would much rather sit here and talk to you guys than go to school and get an education. Because, as kind of cliche or tacky as this would sound to some of you, I'd much rather have the love and support than education any day. I'd so much rather have love than money. And that kind of goes with, you know, a job. You have to get money by getting a job. Right now, I think my job is to stay home and take care of my mom. No, I'm not getting paid for it. Do I want to get paid for it? No. Because it's not like that. It's not like that at all. I need to be here. I need to be taking care of her, and I need to be just supporting her. Telling her that it's okay. And as far as how she is about this whole thing, we're really, really strong in our faith. And she's told me she's not scared. Oh, excuse me, I had a little burp hiccup thing. She's told me she's not scared because she knows that if something does happen, or when something does happen, whether it be sooner or later, she'll get to see my dad again in heaven. And I think that's amazing. You know, I am not saying I want her to go right now. No, 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 no. Not, don't think that I'm thinking that at all. But it's nice to know that whenever she is gone, like I said, whether it be now or later or whenever, it doesn't matter if it's a day from now or 30 years from now, whenever it is, she's going to be in good hands when she is gone. You know, she's going to be in better hands up there than she is down here. You know, so I guess that's why I'm not really nervous about it either, because I'm not going to lie to you guys. I've had a lot of family friend deaths. Family, friend deaths growing up. I can't count the number of funerals I've been to on both of my hands. And my dad's was the first one. So I'm not heartless when it comes to it at all. I just know that I have to be strong. And I can't not be strong. I need to stay tough. And I know at times it's good to just cry and let it out, because those are the negative emotions escaping your body. And yes, crying isn't a sign of weakness at all. It's a sign that you've been strong for too long and you just need to let it out. And I expect that I will cry one of these days. But it's just one of those things where I'm going to stay strong as long as I can. And that's all we can do at this point, right? I mean, we can't really do anything. It's up to the big man upstairs as to what happens. And I know that everything happens for a reason. And God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. So we're going to get through this. As my mom says, we're going to kick cancer's butt. And we're going to get through it. A little FYI tidbit. My mom quit smoking 16 years ago just so she wouldn't get cancer. And it's crazy because she thought she quit smoking, she's not going to get it. But it runs in the family. And it is somewhat of a genetic thing. Like, it's kind of hereditary, I've heard. So it's not up to, in my opinion, this is all my opinion because I am so strong in my faith. And if you're strong in your faith too, you'll totally understand this. But if you're not religious in any way, I'm not trying to offend anyone by talking about God or anything like that. But I'm just talking about my experiences and how I feel. If, in my opinion, it's your time when it's your time. It doesn't matter what you eat. It doesn't matter how you take care of your body. It doesn't matter if you have perfect hygiene. It doesn't matter if you have cancer or not. It doesn't matter, you know, if you get shot. I don't know. It doesn't matter what it is. It's up to him when you die. Unless you take your own life. And as much as I can stress this, your life is so precious. It is so precious. There are people out there who are striving to live another day, who just want to live again and be young again. So for everyone out there with the self-harm and thinking you're worthless and just wanting to end your own life, it's not worth it. It's really not, because think about the people around you. Sure, they may not really appreciate you nowadays, but you don't see them smile when they're talking about you when you're out of the room. You don't see them giggle telling stories about you to one of their friends. You don't know how much they actually probably truly appreciate you, because you know, it could be a family thing where you're just like arguing and stuff. But, anyway, so think long and hard about how others around you would feel if you just abruptly vanished and never came back. I mean, I was devastated when my dad was gone. And it was a sudden heart attack. You know, he didn't take his own life. But think about those other people who are trying so hard to just breathe and to live, you know, themselves. Don't take your precious life away when other people are so jealous of what you have. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this because I don't know if it's going to upload. I just wanted to update you guys, and with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and go. I'll keep you guys updated on this channel, on my main channel, because I know not everyone watches my vlog channel, but I won't know anything for a little while longer. So this is what I'm going to leave you with, is that we're just going to have to see the doctors, and unless something huge happens, I will let you guys know after we see the doctors. I have no idea when the appointments are scheduled for, but keep up to date on my Instagram, because I will be posting on there. And I also have my website, mana31409.com. If you go to the personal tab at the top, that'll be where I'll post like updates and stuff, as well as just random pictures of myself and just random blogs and stuff. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and go, and I will talk to you all in my next video. So until then, so long. Stay strong. Stay true. And be you. Alright, bye!